We all make them, those instant judgments about people we've just met. But did you know those first impressions can have a powerful impact on your life? That's right, those initial few seconds can shape how others see you, treat you, and even whether they want to get to know you better. Think about job interviews, first dates, or meeting new friends. First impressions matter. We are wired to make quick judgments. It's a survival mechanism, a way to assess threats and opportunities quickly. In the modern world, these snap decisions still hold weight. They influence our perceptions and guide our interactions. Understanding this power is the first step to harnessing it. The good news is, you have more control over first impressions than you might think. By understanding how they work, you can learn to make them work for you. This isn't about being fake. It's about putting your best foot forward and presenting yourself authentically.
What goes into that initial judgment? A lot more than you might realize. It's not just about what you say. Your body language speaks volumes before you even utter a word. Are you making eye contact? Is your posture open and confident? Or are you closed off and unsure? These nonverbal cues send powerful messages. Then there's your appearance. I'm not talking about looking like a model. It's about presenting yourself well. Appropriate clothing, good grooming. These things show you respect yourself and the people you're meeting. Remember, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Your tone of voice also plays a crucial role. Are you speaking clearly and confidently? Or are you mumbling and looking at your shoes? Enthusiasm and a positive tone can be infectious. On the other hand, a flat or hesitant tone can make you seem uninterested or even untrustworthy. Finally, those first few sentences you utter can make or break you. Choose your words carefully, be clear, concise, and engaging. Show genuine interest in the other person. Remember, first impressions are a two-way street.
So how accurate are these split-second judgments? The truth is, they can be surprisingly accurate in some ways. We are pretty good at picking up on basic personality traits like extroversion and agreeableness. Our brains are wired to detect subtle cues that reveal these underlying traits. However, first impressions can also be wildly inaccurate. We are often influenced by our own biases, experiences, and even our mood that day. That grumpy look on someone's face might not mean they dislike you, they could just be having a bad day. One of the biggest problems with first impressions is the role of stereotypes and prejudices. We all have them, whether we realize it or not. These preconceived notions about people based on their race, gender, age, or other group affiliations can lead to unfair and inaccurate judgments. The truth is, first impressions are a mix of observation, intuition, and a whole lot of baggage we bring to the table. It's important to be aware of these biases and to challenge our assumptions.
Let's talk about two psychological phenomena that highlight the power and pitfalls of first impressions, the halo effect and the horn effect. These two biases illustrate how one positive or negative trait can color our entire perception of a person. The halo effect is when we see one positive characteristic in a person, and it makes us view everything else about them in a positive light. For example, if someone is attractive, we might also assume they are intelligent, trustworthy, and kind. This is like seeing someone through rose-colored glasses. On the flip side, the horn effect is when one negative trait overshadows everything else. If someone comes across as rude or incompetent, we might assume they are also dishonest or lazy. We put on our negative lens and view everything they do through that filter. Both the halo and horn effects demonstrate how powerful first impressions can be. They can lead us to make sweeping judgments based on limited information. It's crucial to recognize these biases in ourselves and others, and to strive for a more balanced and objective perspective.
Section 5. Breaking through. Can you change a first impression? The good news is that first impressions, while powerful, are not set in stone. You can change how people perceive you, but it takes time, effort, and consistency. One of the most effective ways to shift a first impression is through your actions. Show people you are reliable, trustworthy, and competent. Let your actions speak louder than any initial misstep. People will start to see you in a new light. Communication is key. Be open and honest in your interactions. Listen attentively to what others have to say. Show genuine interest in getting to know them. Building rapport and connection can help break down barriers. Don't be afraid to address any misconceptions directly. If you know you made a bad first impression, acknowledge it and show that you are different. People appreciate honesty and humility. Changing a first impression requires a conscious effort. You have to be willing to put in the work and show up consistently as the best version of yourself.
Section 6. First impressions in the workplace, making or breaking your career. In the professional world, first impressions can make or break your career. From job interviews to networking events, those initial encounters can determine your opportunities for advancement. During a job interview, you have a limited time to make a positive impact. Dress professionally, be on time, and come prepared to articulate your skills and experience clearly and enthusiastically. Remember, you are selling yourself and your abilities. Networking is another area where first impressions are crucial. Approach people with confidence, engage in meaningful conversations, and show genuine interest in their work. Follow up with connections and nurture those relationships. Your online presence also plays a role in shaping professional first impressions. Ensure your LinkedIn profile is up to date and presents a professional image. Be mindful of your social media presence, as potential employers often look at these platforms. In the workplace, every interaction is an opportunity to make a positive impression. Treat colleagues and clients with respect, be reliable, and deliver on your promises. Building a reputation for integrity and competence is invaluable.
Love at first sight? First impressions in relationships. We've all heard the stories of love at first sight, but how much of that is based on reality? Initial encounters can set the stage for romantic potential. Smile, make eye contact, and show genuine interest. Be yourself and let your personality shine through. Choose an activity you both enjoy and focus on having a good time. Be a good listener and share about yourself authentically. Do they bring out the best in you? Do you feel comfortable and happy in their presence? Relationships are a two-way street.
Section 8. The importance of social savvy, navigating first impressions in social settings. Social situations can be a minefield of first impressions. Whether you're attending a party, meeting new friends, or joining a club, those initial interactions can determine how well you integrate into a new social circle. Approach social situations with a positive attitude and an open mind. Be approachable and smile. Engage in conversations, ask questions, and actively listen to what others have to say. People are drawn to those who show genuine interest in them. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Strike up conversations with people you don't know. You never know where a friendly chat might lead. Be confident in yourself and your ability to connect with others. Body language plays a crucial role in social settings. Maintain open and inviting posture. Make eye contact when you're talking to someone. These nonverbal cues signal that you are approachable and engaged. Remember, building meaningful connections takes time and effort. Be patient, be yourself, and focus on enjoying the company of others.
Section 9. Mastering the art of the first impression, tips and tricks. Let's discuss practical tips to master making a positive impact. Dress for success. Your appearance matters. Body language speaks volumes. Posture, eye contact, and a firm handshake. Mind your manners. Basic etiquette goes a long way. Be a good listener. People appreciate attentive listeners. Be authentically you. Authenticity builds genuine connections. Remember, making a good first impression is about being true to yourself.
Section 10. The lasting impact. Why first impressions matter. First impressions matter because they shape how others perceive us and interact with us. Those initial judgments can influence our relationships, careers, and social lives. Think about it. A job interview can determine whether you get the job, a first date can lead to a lasting relationship, and a chance encounter at a social event can spark a new friendship. First impressions can also impact our self-esteem and confidence. When we know we've made a good first impression, we feel more confident and at ease in social situations. On the other hand, a negative first impression can leave us feeling self-conscious and unsure of ourselves. The impact of first impressions highlights the importance of being aware of how we present ourselves to the world. It's not about being fake or trying to be someone we're not. It's about putting our best foot forward and showcasing our strengths.
You have more power than you think. You have more control over first impressions than you might think. Be mindful of your nonverbal communication. Pay attention to your posture, eye contact, and tone of voice. Engage in conversations and listen attentively. Show genuine interest in others. Take control and make it count.